A friend of mine asked me a question. How do I become a millionaire? You see, my answer was totally different from what you have heard so many people say over decades. My answer was different. So many people would say to you, open up a business. So many people would say to you, make sure that you flip whatever you have and make it work for you. For instance, if you have a car, turn it into a transport so that you can be able to make passive income. And those are great ideas. But are they ideas which will help you become a millionaire? There are so many people that have businesses, but they are not millionaires. There are so many people that have cars and flip them and make them businesses, but they are not millionaires. So how do I actually become a millionaire? You see, one, starting a business might be a great idea. It might be a great idea, but when money comes in, you don't think about spending it, but you think about saving it. Especially for people that have passive income, when they are working and they are selling something aside. Whenever you get profit from whatever you're selling, you save it, you put it aside so that one day you can be able to invest a whole chunk of money and expect a very big return. When we look at people that are becoming millionaires, especially in our generation, they don't necessarily have businesses. They don't necessarily have a business with their names or something they have flipped so that they can be able to make money. But they took an opportunity that they saw somewhere and they tried to make money with it. For instance, you have a lot of YouTube millionaires. They started using their phones and they posted their phones. They posted things that people would watch. And at the end of the day, they have millions of viewers and they are now making thousands and thousands. And the money that they are making, they save it or they invest it so that they can be able to become millionaires. You get singers today that sing songs and they get into deals and they get money and they are able to invest that money. And now you wonder, this person only released one CD, but he is a millionaire. He keeps on making money. How is that possible? That person has investments. So in order for us to be able to, for a normal person to be able to become a millionaire, that step one might be important. Having a skill that you can sell, having a skill that you can sell to the world so that you can be able to save the money that you make, especially for those that work. You save the passive income that comes through and you put it aside so that one day when it reaches 1 million or when it reaches 500,000 or even 100,000, you are able to invest that money hoping to make more from it. But here's two is the one that gets to me the most. There are so many people that are working today, whether in South Africa or in America or in Nigeria or Australia. There are so many people that are working in our countries, and some of you who are listening to this video or audio are working, right? So here's the thing, why don't you save 2 to 10% of your salary? Save 2 to 10% of your salary. Make sure that every month you invest that money in your TFSA account. If you watch some of our videos, you'd find we have TFSA where we talk about tax-free savings accounts so that you can be able to reach that climate of becoming a millionaire. You need to be able to learn how to save. You need to be able to learn how to invest. You need to be able to educate yourself so that you can be able to be the first one to be financially free in your family, so that you can be the first one to be able to be a millionaire in your surrounding. In order for us to be able to be millionaires, we need to be able to take risks. Step one was simple: starting that business or starting that skill or selling something. That is important. Step number two, very important as well, being able to save and invest what you get, 2 to 10% of what you get, so that you can be able to reach the financial goals that you want to be able to reach. That is how we become millionaires. That is how we become millionaires, when we start thinking different, and when we start taking risks, when we start trying to be different from the rest of the world, because the world will always want to spend. The world will always want you to spend. The world will want you to buy something in Christmas, buy something in these festive seasons, buy something in January, buy something next year in June. Buy. But we need to be able to think differently and say, my goals are changing. My goals are no longer having fun in these festive seasons. My goals are no longer spending in these festive seasons or buying my family something. My goals is actually investing the bonus that I make. My goal is actually saving the money that I make, so that I can be able to become a millionaire and be able to leave a huge amount for my children and my children's children. That's how we become financially free. That's how we become millionaires. We need to be able to start thinking differently. If you want, I told a friend of mine that if you want, you can start a YouTube channel today. You can start a YouTube channel today, and every month you just throw in one important video every month, and just watch it grow. Advertise it, make it turn into Google ads and so forth. Advertise it, make sure that people subscribe and so forth. And as well, at that time he's working, so I'm telling him you can do this YouTube business as well, and as well you can also turn your car into an Uber. You can, every time when you go to work, you get someone that you take somewhere, then you go to work. So that means every day you make 100 Rand plus. Whether going to and fro work, you make 100 Rand plus with Uber. Then you invest that money. And also with the money that you've been making on a side on YouTube, when it gets monetized, you save it and invest it. And the money that you make from work can handle some things in your house, and 2 to 10% of that money you save and invest it. That's how we become millionaires. And I'm not saying I'm a millionaire yet, but I'm on a journey of discovering and actually acting upon that ideal, that I want to be able to be successful. I want to be able to reach the goals that I never thought I would reach. This is the season. In 2023, we need to be able to start our journeys into becoming millionaires. Let us achieve the goals that we never dreamed of or imagined. Let us attain the things that we always wanted to attain. Becoming millionaires.